Good morning. Wake Up With Me Wednesday. This is my new spot apparently. Probably because my daughter's right over there. So if you hear anything or if I have to leave for a second, that's why. But regardless. Okay, so I'm going to get vulnerable, a little transparent here today. So what I wanted to bring up was, can you relate to going to bed frustrated? And as soon as I say that, maybe a couple of things are going through your mind. I'm going to speak to a specific thing. So when I go to bed, I struggle a lot of times with this feeling of unsatisfaction. Like I just didn't get everything done that I wanted to do, or the evening, just went by super fast and I thought I would do the thing and then I didn't do the thing, or I got super tired and then I'm like trying to do something and it's horrible. Like I was like, oh gosh, if I'm on my phone, I'm like, hope I didn't post that because it probably was like something crazy. So I have this struggle of because there's this quote, and I'm sure you've seen it on Pinterest. Good morning, Cheryl. It is trying to wave at you. There we go. It is wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction. And I got the first part down. I wake up with determination. I'm excited to serve you. I'm excited to have my morning routine, my time to myself, my time to move my body. Like, oh man, I wake up and I'm like, let's go. But, as the day goes on and you just, I don't know, personally, I feel like I lose this sense of like, I don't know if control is the right word, but it's just like, I thought like it's already this time at night. And, I speak a lot to what narrative are you using, right? Like, are you using good morning, Mark? Like, is the narrative you're using serving you? So certainly, in the beginning of my day, yeah, it serves me. I'm like, let's go. I'm excited. Who am I excited to serve today? All of that, right? Like that's a great narrative. But as the day goes on, and maybe you can relate to this, and I hope you can, is that narrative starts to change, right? Like we get this decision fatigue. You have what's called, I've kind of spoken to this before, is like you have like this discipline reserve, right? So when I wake up, I have a lot of discipline. Like I have habits that I've ingrained, like I'm ready to go. But as the day goes on, sorry, I gotta check on her, make sure. As the day goes on, my discipline, it just kind of goes, right? Like, and I try to balance like time with family, try to balance, getting work done for my business, all those things. And so this brought up this topic today because I laid in bed last night and I was frustrated. And, sometimes my husband thinks that I'm taking that out on him. He's like, why are you giving me attitude? So again, I'm being transparent here and vulnerable. Good morning, Corey. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard when the people that you love the most see like the ugliest sides of you, right? I mean, I'm sure you can relate to that, but, and so he was just like, there's always tomorrow, right? Like you did get some things done, like you have to. So like he was giving me a pep talk, which I need, right? I'm here to give you pep talks and, cheer you on and boost you up, but dang, I need them too. And so I actually really appreciate it. I wrote that in my gratitude journal this morning of like, I'm thankful Cody gave me a pep talk because I needed it. Like I have to, and this is my takeaway for you today, is if you're one like me who struggles with, I definitely think it's a perfectionist thing where thanks Cora, I appreciate that. I think it's a perfectionist thing that like at the end of the day, like I expect so much of myself sometimes and I have to be okay with what I did get done. And I speak to this a lot, but your brain favors negative information. So my brain tends to look for like what I didn't get done, how far behind I am on something, right? And so I encourage you today, and I have to remind myself, like, look for what's going right. What went right today? What did you get done? Like, you gotta celebrate that. And there are things that I certainly can work on of, keeping my focusing on just like 3 things during the day or each day that I like just need to get those things done. Don't worry about all the other stuff. I've done a Wake Up With Me Wednesday on that before, of like doing a brain dump and then like literally choosing your top 3 things, and then you gotta let everything go. And you can tell I struggle with that. So that's why I teach it to you, so that I hope that I can take my own advice. But regardless, that's my takeaway for you today is focus on what's going right. Focus on what you did do. Try to search for what those 2 things, like what's going well, and try to lay your pillow down at night and just lay your head on your pillow down at night. Good morning, Robin. And be okay with how your day went. Like, it doesn't make you, my sister had this beautiful Post-it quote that she posted today in our virtual accountability group. And she said, I am worthy not by my productivity. Like, I'm worthy without to show like how productive I was in a day. And I was like, sister, I needed to hear that. So I hope that helps you today. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Thank you for always tuning in here, and a shout out to, or a tune in, because it's Wednesday, it's podcast day. So this is our 2nd week of our podcast, and this is our official 1st episode, and it is on the pursuit of positive emotions and how positive and negative emotions both play a role in your life. And they do, let me tell you. You can check out my post that I just posted as well, kind of hinted towards that a little bit. And then because I spoke in terms of perfection today on this Wake Up With Me Wednesday, that's definitely an episode that Jules and I want to have on the podcast. So if you struggle with perfectionism, we would love to hear from you. Shoot me a message, respond in the comments below about what you would want to learn about perfectionism, something to help you out. So that's what I got for you. I hope you have a great day. I gotta go get the little girl to daycare. See ya.